Right. I think that's our cue to we're ready to go. My name is Susanna. This is Damien and Sean and Claire over there. And we are Pedal Power. Our slogan being pedal to power up, reconnecting on the spot. So what we want to address in this project is the problem of running out of charge on your phone when you're out and about and you don't have a charger in your back pocket, you don't have a plug-in. What do? It's quite annoying if you're waiting for that important call coming in, or a text, from your boss or from a business partner, or, friends wanting to have fun. Whatever it is, if you find yourself in a situation where you have no phone, it can be quite frustrating. And that was what we sort of wanted to see if we could find a solution to. So first of all, we kind of started off, is this even a problem, or is it just us being really, really stupid? And we surveyed 90 people and asked them, how often do you find yourself running out of battery when being out and about? And surprisingly enough, the majority said once a week and once a month. And then it went on to say a few times a year in less than 6 months and so on. And so it kind of turned out that maybe there was a market for this. People seem to actually have this problem. And so the next kind of step was to find out how we were going to solve this problem. And we decided that you can never really go wrong with an good old-fashioned bike. It's renewable energy, it's great, everyone loves a bike. So what we did, oh, that was the wrong one. We did a bit of market research first off, and we found out that there are competitors out of the market. They all produce these dynamo kits that can charge a phone, but collectively they all work on moving bikes, on private bikes. And we thought that was quite limiting because, not everyone has a bike, or people might not, people that commute in might not have their bike with them, or they might not have this device. They might not experience the problem enough to buy the device, but still, occasionally finding themselves having this problem. So we wanted to do what this guy actually said on an article about these moving bikes. He said, why not make them stationary? So we kind of took that and we moved further on with that. And we did this storyboard. So basically, in sort of 5 or 6 short pictures, our idea is that your phone is low on battery, you want it to be better. You're annoyed, you have no phone. What do? Your mobile phone needs you because you have no phone. You attach it to a holder and you make energy for your own phone. So you pedal until you have power. And after that, we're all happy and you can then phone. So basically what our product is a charger for a phone that's eco-friendly, sustainable energy, it's healthy exercise, lifestyle issues and all. It's a safe charging, and then we want to make this a free service. And it comprises of sort of a stationary bike, a dynamo, charging outlets, and a battery pack. We have 2 different prototypes we want to show you. We had slight issues. We had a dynamo coming in from California, and it never made it to Ireland after, 4 or 5 weeks. It ended up at Mr. and Mrs. California somewhere, who eventually sent it back. So the real one we want to work with isn't here yet, but we have these 2 that Damien will now go through.
So this one here was the first one. This is a Solemate bit of equipment with the dynamo attached here. As the wheel spins around, it spins a part of the dynamo which generates a charge up through a USB outlet. You plug your USB device into it and it charges it. We then decided that this didn't look very nice, so we stuck it on this bike. And I'll do a demonstration of how this works now. Can you bring your mic over here?
Oh yeah.
This might take about 20 seconds. So yeah.
Did you all hear?
Yeah.
That was the turning on of the charge.
Yeah, so you keep that up and eventually you should have enough power to make phone calls, send a text message, whatever it may be.
Right.
Okay, so we conducted loads of surveys, mainly from Poll Daddy online, and this shows pretty conclusive evidence that there is a market for our idea. Approximately 45% of people are willing to use our project for 6 to 10 minutes to charge their mobile device, and approximately 45% again are willing to pay €1 to use our project. Yeah, so being students, we're not exactly in great financial positions. So as you can see, our dynamo and our prototypes are pretty simple. But we hope that our future prototype, you can just see the breakdown of our current prototypes here. The breakdown of the expensive prototypes, €150 dynamo, so you're paying €70 extra. But what these, because there's so many variables and components to the bicycle, this impacts on the generation of the energy and also how safe it is to use on your phone. So these extra, bit more expensive components will give you better and safe energy.
Right, and then just to wrap up in the end, next steps of this project would obviously be more prototyping. We're hoping that eventually this device does show up, and work on that, see what can we actually get out of it. We haven't been able to test this as much as we would have liked. We also want to work on funding opportunities. We want to encase the back wheel, hide the dynamo. We want to work with that as an advertising space to fund this project, if possible. And we also want, at the moment it has down here, has like a little mini computer that will tell you how fast you cycle. We would like to expand that to more like, to show you as a user how much energy do you put into this, to kind of give a more sort of an idea of the energy use. And I think that's it. Thank you very much.